at the beginning of Justice for Mohbad, the narrative that was put out there is as if people from outside of Mohbad's house are the ones responsible for what happened, responsible for his demise. And we looked into it a little bit more. But before then, money had already gone out of pockets of a lot of people through Iyabo Ojo and Tonto Dike. Then little bit of information started trickling in here and there. It was not hair infection that unalived Mohbad. Oh, he had a fight, but there is no video. Oh, we have the video. The cut was deep. They butchered him. They cut him. This and that. Oh, it is his friend. Oh, they used juju on him. It was juju. That was a narrative that Mohbad's mother and Cynthia kept on repeating on social media. One took the leg of a blog called Gist Lover. The other took the leg of various vlog, TV, media houses. Mohbad's mother kept repeating the same. She even said it on Punch, saying that it is juju that was used to unalive Mohbad. After we dug deeper, we got to realize that injury, that part of it, he had sustained it earlier before going to the show. So maybe due to some fracas, push ourselves, get out of the car, I'm angry, he got injured. And afterwards, fight continued in that SUV. The driver said, if I was the one married to Cynthia, I would have beaten her black blue, because what she did, how she behaved, is kind of unbelievable. Now, what are the utterances of Cynthia? It seems as if Mohbad was acting like he's too much of a man, like I'm a Superman, I'm a star. And the talk is, oh, is it because now you have become this? How dare you be talking about money that my mother took from you? Did you forget when I used to borrow money from my mom so that we can use it to sustain when things were not good? Do you know this and that? Who are you to think that you're a superstar? You are nothing. The fight continued, and it kept on and on, not until they said they needed a nurse. Now, in between this, there is Mohbad's brother. He cannot erase that part of there was a fight between my brother and his friend. But did you see the fight? No. Who saw the conflict? Anyway, that is just a tip of the iceberg. I just need to carry you guys along because what is going on right now is beyond human comprehension. Whilst we were thinking that justice for Mohbad has come to that point, that end, because Mohbad's father has moved on with his life, which nobody is saying he should not move on. He should, he can. He's not going to grieve and mourn all through. It is what it is, but it is not over, because they all have not been truthful. They've not been truthful. And Mohbad deserves justice, and justice he will get. Yomi Fabiyi. Well, so it will not appear like I'm the only one talking. I think it's best we go head on to it so that you will know what and what is happening. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the word, the love icon, $ in the middle of it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. Let's get right into it.
It makes no sense if we abdicate this kind of struggle. It will be our only middle of a pack. What on them? Will they package your two and go by Jadi? If you shakara, I can tell you for free, Kuli Koja Willie. In that sea, a son to one day, adding to my shell and this side of the two. Eat your nogon, Tio Billy, Bonvera, Akpadagba. Tomorrow, if you could you anybody, it shall come back. At the end of the day, there will be difference between us and them very shortly. It will be. Mohbad is going to get justice, and it's very close. And they know it's very close. Even the government, they know. Even the government, they know. And I can tell you for free, that is why Lagos State government played a very clear neutral. Whatever the case may be, and if I cash go by, let's keep it here. Shag this to people to court, because that is the investigation. tí ọlọ́pàá ti parí ní 2023. That is what a lot of people, they don't want you to know. Kò sí nǹkan mi tó hard mọ́, wọ́n ti duplicate láti 2023. Ẹ bá gbàgbé pé gbogbo time tó fi gbé ogun wọn lọ court, kò sí family Mohbad kankan tó bá wọn lọ court o. Even when they took them to court, ṣe ní family Mohbad kankan ní court mẹ́. Ṣé ló kún wọn mọ́ ni? Ṣáwọn yẹn wá justice. But tá bá sọ wọn ní kí a sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ bá pa tap wọn ti sẹ́ni kìíní yẹn wá. I'm sorry, text me. Every subject has a hall. Hall, okay. It is a family. They will fight back. Lagos State government kọ́ ló pa Mohbad. Ọlọ́pàá kọ́ ló pa Mohbad. The question you should ask yourself, ṣé àwọn ará àta, the outsiders that they presented to us that pa Mohbad, are they still the one that pa Mohbad? In your heart of hearts, with the rate the investigation has gotten to, are they the ones that pa Mohbad? So if the police are not responsible, if Lagos State government are not responsible, and if you are honest and say, we are not seeing the hands of any outsiders, then who gave us all the stories that make it look like it is the outsiders? Are they not the same people that are in the house now? So what are you going to be backing off from? Ṣàmúyé èèyàn tẹ́tí fi ẹnu tí wọ́n ti jẹ́ kí public fi ẹnu pa. Gbogbo àwọn tó wá jẹ́ ká tó lead the public láti fẹnu pààyàn illegally, and the ones fighting now, káṣírí àwọn bàbá tú. Look at them, look at their cooperation. Ẹni pé wọn ò lè yára wọn. They don't care about you because they know how to use the social media. They know how to play some unnecessary cards. Bó ṣe ń ṣe ni wọ́n torí public ni ẹ̀yin kàn ṣe social media lásán ni àwọn ṣe social media wọ́n fowó ṣe wọ́n ṣògùn against who? None of you. Ẹ kàn ṣe justice for Mohbad ẹ kàn fi ṣe, and the power of the public. That is why they are still enjoying. Tó ṣe ń jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀, tó ń lọ party, tó ń jẹun, tó ń fi gbogbo ẹ̀ láyé lójú because of like pé n táwọn invest sínú justice for Mohbad yìí, kí justice má bàa dọ́dọ̀ Mohbad lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ kọ̀ máa jí láàárọ̀ ògbóyin máa jókòó ẹ máa búra àwọn ti dà àwọn tó máa create division fún yín. And that is why when I was able to understand who I'm dealing with, I blocked majority of them off. Mi ò rí gbogbo òlímọ̀ tó ń ṣe. Àwọn díẹ̀ tó kù tó wà ń bí tó jẹ́ double agent fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́ báyìí láṣìírí wọn hàn sí mi. Because even some of those people, they will do everything support Yomi because they make you want to believe that Yomi is in this for money, and you are being deceived. Taba ti rí ọmọ pé taba ibi tá sọ they know now. Ṣé wọ́n ní access sí account the NGO ni? They know what we are talking about. Ìmí wọn ẹ̀rí ọkọ̀ máa jẹ́ pé so this is what has come into the end, and this guy has done this much. Ẹ̀rí ọkọ̀ ni ò jẹ́ kọ́ lè bọ́ta sọ pé ọmọ what is going on? So those that they've been able to convince, and as a matter of fact, I don't want to believe any reasonable person has been convinced not to support this movement. It is only their likes. I want the dirty mindset be to one, not about convinced. So whatever the case may be, it is when the public stand well, bó ṣe yẹ kẹ́ dúró. Ìgbà tẹ́tí kọ́kọ́ gọ́ra yín ni pé a ti lọ gọ́ra wa gbogbo resources, gbogbo power struggle yìí, ẹgbẹ́lé same family lọ́wọ́. Àwọn kan create ara wọn, wọ́n lọ support ìyàwó. Ẹni pa àwọn kan máa tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wá ní àwa team Àdúrà. Àdúrà accuse Wùmí accuse Àdúrà. Wọ́n jọ ń sọ wèrè síra wọn. wo weighty allegation tó wà nínú chat yẹn Wunmi ò lọ court again even on a good day ó mọ̀ pé tó bá fẹ́ lọ sí court even with Damola saying I did it the right person Wunmi should charge to court is Adura Kadura wa present it because tó bá lọ fẹjọ́ sọlọ́pàá tó bá fi chat yẹn wọ́n police will not jump from Adura kọ́kọ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Damola straight the right thing for any police investigator to do is to invite Adura in jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ kan and there is no way they would question him ó mọ̀ pé tó ń bá competition against the Adura or against the chat yẹn lásán tó bá ti pe Adura wọlé kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ yọ ọ́bẹ̀ torí ọlọ́pàá wá sọ pé even kàtí àwọn àzú pé Dàmọ́lá ló send sí Yomi Fabiyi you have this video for a long time it's also a criminal offense and secondly if that video is now looked into tó bá jẹ́ pé ohun tó padà ṣẹlẹ̀ tóòtọ́ nìyẹn there is no way that Adura will not be going down Damola will be going down and then Wunmi will be going down ìdí tí Wunmi yẹ ò ṣe ṣáàjì Adura kò yẹ pé kò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe because on a good day how would somebody say I have a video of Cynthia my brother and I have a video even making an attempt to send such a video shows that ṣe nítorí pé Nàìjíríà kan wò ni in a society where people believe in jungle justice tó ti jáde látọ̀dọ̀ Adura àti Damola they will face whoever they are accusing there is a beautiful love affair between Damola and Wunmi so naturally why would such allegation come from Damola so when you see people coming to social media to make a mess and a fool of all of you you should be able to separate yourself from them so that is why even gbogbo àwọn tó pọ̀ àwọn ní godmother àwọn tó ń fún ní backing àwọn tó pọ̀ àwọn celebrity àwọn olùgbàlágídí they find it very difficult to say hello young woman what are you doing I was part of those that were saying justice for Mohbad whether it is Adura whether it is Damola these are people that are in your camp why would they give that kind of submission that you push Mohbad and he eat his head on the floor okay now whatever the case may be before I can allow you to come close to me or to whatever I am doing can you prove to me by going to police station you need to write a petition against that chat and then go on a civil suit bó fẹ́ báyìí lórúkọ jẹ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ ò bá Mohbad jà ò dẹ̀ tí all of you are seeing that ẹ̀dákẹ́ ń wò ó mọ̀ pé there is no way show this orí TV ló máa sọ pé he said my brother in law charge tó bá jẹ́ lómi ló kọrú ẹ̀ ṣé Wunmi àtàwọn lọ́yẹ̀ suit onídùn yẹn ṣé wọn ò ní ti sọ pé fẹ́ gbónítàn ohun tó ń pè ní defamation nìyẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ cooking up what never existed to destroy somebody's reputation or put them in harm's way that is what they call criminal defamation ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé part of it is ṣẹlẹ̀ you cannot call it defamation so if anybody gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jèrè ọmọ tó bí tó ń tẹ̀lé Wunmi yẹn tẹ́ fẹ́ jèrè tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ lọ́tọ̀ yín pẹ̀lú òótọ́ and you want this country to get better ìwọ ya Adura ò ṣe sọ fún pé kí ló dé tó sùn Adura àti Damola kọ́ lè yọ ọmọ ẹ̀ kúrò èmi kọ́ lè máa fèsì but when the society is looking and you are allowing some people to be pushing unnecessary narratives torí àwọn kan ti gbóyìnbó they are just trying to destroy the country but ó gbóyè wọn pé whatever they are doing wọ́n ti tàn wọ́n àwọn babaláwo wọ́n ti tàn wọ́n àwọn tó wà ní ọlọ́pàá wọ́n ti tàn wọ́n mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ti mọ́ bọ́ àwọn mo fi Ọlọ́run búra as God liveth the whole truth will come out ó máa wà lórí table báyìí ni I will only speak my own to the president and to the president's family you are dining with your enemy they will use that to destroy your government and the chances of APC and whoever tí Aṣíwájú bá filẹ̀ as governor if you are there before you kill me I tell you something but I don't know nothing about I will say I never wrote that chat it wasn't from a fake handle it was original handle of your brother-in-law this is homicide case ẹ̀mí èèyàn là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ wọ́n wá sọ pé wọ́n ló tiyàn tó bá tiyàn violently tó la orí mọ́lẹ̀ it could lead to hemorrhage ó lè lead to máa pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀. So you have that kind of accusation. It was sent to a human rights organization pursuing justice for your husband. And then you are unable, only lawyer, don't follow you. So you think that's kind of a criminal defamation in a serious homicide case is not enough for you to say, I am writing a petition. If you can say, because of any competition against me, on the Committee of Africa, mo wish mo de wan gba lado mo ni eti egbe ane mi ro pa àwọn competition masalagbon kali mo pe lari koko yen ni mi tedi lo be rara ko wa gbe mi ka wa jo bere were àwọn case ko wa mi fẹ́ ṣe tos ma rí pé kò ní sí mi le re nti ma gbe rin be ebi mo like ru àwọn I don't like trouble, but I love good trouble. I expect Yabo to advise Wunmi and say, hello, write a petition against that shot. In fact, tó bá jẹ́ kó kó against me, ó tún máa jẹ́ kó tún kẹnu ni. Jẹ́ ká wo pé ó ti ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rù òfin involve me. If you want to show to those your supporters, to your son, tó bá jẹ́ pé Mohbad ló lọ́mọ yẹn, you are duty bound to come clean and say, Tomo eba kashati lola. Even if you escape, that's even if you escape. Toba kashati lola, he will still ask a question. Did you push my dad? So I never pushed. What did you do to clear your name? It's over the I'm only kakiri. I never saw where you took action to clear your name on that one. Not even against those people. I want to owa korun koye le tun ba rerin pada. Lẹ́jọ́ ń jẹ iyán lẹ́jọ́ ń jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣáwà jọ́ dẹ̀ ni à ń ṣí ọ̀dẹ̀ náà ẹbí ọmọkọ́ tó fẹ́ sí gbòòrò bí ọmọkọ́ tó fẹ́ sínú atẹ́gùn fògbó yín tẹ́fí ń gọ́ra yìí o but I can tell you for free gbogbo wòlímọ̀ tẹ́fẹ́ ṣe yẹn tẹ́tí lọ kó bá àwọn ìjọba àti ẹ parí gbogbo méjì káwá bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí wa ìgbà yẹn lẹ máa mọ̀ bóyá ṣé mi ń bẹ̀rù àbí mi bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ tí ì rí mi wò àti godmother àti gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀má rí mi ní full color torí èyí tó máa involve èyí tí kí yẹn sọ physical tẹ bá gbé mi mo fi ọlọ́ba búra tẹ bá gbé mi ẹ gbé mi lẹ̀ máa tún continue but if you all cannot speak the honest truth to yourself as a society it's horrible. Are you saying what was written in that chat and the video is real? Because even the video itself, everybody's in block here. Toba sọ pé ẹ tẹ̀fẹ́ kọ́ ní video, ìwọ tó accuse him ẹ̀. What stops you in saying no? You can't lie this kind of a terrible lie to me. It's quite a shame. Ẹ rò pé ń tán public pẹ̀lú gbogbo drama with it. Yàmi fábí yìí ni ó ti gbàdúrà ó Sàámú Jòjò. The day of reckoning is coming. Ẹ wo bí ìgbà díẹ̀ ni gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe yẹn ìgbà díẹ̀ ló máa fi last. It's obvious you've lost it already. It's obvious. Ele kan se oni Bisola mi oni Yomi you are next. Ẹ má yọ kúrò help we ẹ wo bí ṣé òun ló ń gba ẹ̀mí ni. Àwọn kan ló ń gbẹ̀ mí wọ́n kọ̀ máa fi yẹn dé mi ò tí mo ti kúrò gbòòrò level yẹn. They don't understand what activism is all about. Somebody sacrificed 27 years of his life for his country. Ṣé Mandela wà South Africa mobile? But what he fought for àtàwọn tó ṣe tánà díẹ̀ wọ́n gbádùn ẹ̀ báyìí. The blacks that are now enjoying in America, sitting in the same bus, going to the same pub with the whites, they don't understand that the person that actually fought for it, he never even stayed to enjoy it. He said, I don't know what my tomorrow will be. I'll play it for you so that you guys can hear. Nton drive oníkálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Àwọn tọpọlọwọ́ kúrú tọpọlọwọ́ kú yẹ̀pẹ̀. ló ń bẹ́ mi assume pé owó lèmi ló ń drive mi. Listen up.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some.
Tá sọ yìí àwọn institution yẹn wọ́n ní dìde. But I'm láti wá ọgbọ́n kan ká ti wò report here. Ó ti yé yín so that they will also stand up and say kí ló tẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan kí ló wà tó náà mọ̀ pé mi ò ní back down. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ṣe ìdí pé àkàn lójọ́ tá à ń ṣe bá kan wá ní ọkọ̀ sọ èmi gan ò ní gbọ́. So lábẹ́ bó tilẹ̀ wù kó rí let us come together, let us find a standard lawyer, let's engage the service of a lawyer tó máa withdraw fún public. So and I'm on our platforms that have been called on so that see anybody from those that are on this side of justice for Mohbad, tell anybody about something okay, and no competition, am I beru. Just ensure that you guide your words. Kema son called you to my tanile to the remedy. You understand? But it is important that if the public is truly fighting for justice, it's the public now. Lema jajai. There must be a separate lawyer. To jẹ́ pé anybody on bàjà ni o gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú justice for Mohbad. That is where you will be strong. So that is what I am saying on that one. So maybe by tomorrow or next we'll still talk about it, and then we all going to be asking for your support in that regard. If you are on justice for Mohbad. Because now we know who the real perpetrators have faced. Lagos State government is not responsible for what took Mohbad's life. Nigerian police are not responsible. Anybody might have been working with them to do whatever they are doing. Time taba draw that dancing. If you are court, we will go to court against the police. Where we should go to court against the Lagos State government, we will go to courts. In this justice for Mohbad, where we need to go to court against any member of the family, we will go to court. It is the public. And everything that we need to do to sensitize the rest of the public, we will do that. 2 days ago, we published our letter to the president on Vanguard. If you go and get 25th of April publication of Vanguard, you will see our letter on page 14 of Vanguard newspaper. And it's been moving. More will go in the coming weeks. And then billboards. We have to consider doing that too. Sensitize the public and say, this is now the new evidence the public has. Because initially, the complainant, because they will ask who is the complainant, and the public will offer justice for Mohbad. Where are the public? Who are they? The only person that was representing the public then were Toto Dike and Yabojo. So now you're going to be thinking the family are also looking for justice. You will expect that, okay, the woman is asking for justice, Adura is asking for justice, Iya Adura is asking for justice. You will be thinking the Damola is asking for justice. And they think so gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad kò sí tó nẹ́rì ọkàn. Àwọn náà ń bẹ̀rù. Ohun tó máa jẹ́ lómi ṣì ń jẹ nǹkan lọ́wọ́. When it is obvious that the entire nation, home and abroad, àwọn abiyamọ dìde and they are demanding, and you think that will go like that, fura ni lójúnú. Èèyàn mélòó lẹ fẹ́ pa? Ṣé ẹ̀yin gangan ní control lórí life ara yín ni? Ìwọ tó fẹ́ yọ disturbing, tell me, post it. Tell me about me, post it on your page that I cannot die. I have control over my own life. Kò wá obi kú ṣe máa ṣe yọkànyọkàn. Ó easy láti fi kú yọ anybody. Ìwọ tó ń fi kú yọ ọ̀nà tó yẹ kó ọgọ́mọ̀ padà kú. So kí wá la yọ ẹ? Tó ń fi kú yọ̀yàn. But tó dùn kẹ́ máa wò pé àti jẹ lọ, àti threat, àti scare wọn. Àwọn tẹ́ máa scare lẹ scare o. Mi ò sí lára àwọn tẹ́ lè scare o. Mo fọlọ́ bàbúrà. Mi ò sí lára wọn. If you see me, tí n bá ṣe mistake bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kàn fún yín ní chance. Pé ẹ lò wá yẹra fún yín. Cause me tí n bá ń fa ìjà yẹn lọ àbí tí mo make sense lọ tí ó bá ti dojú àpẹẹrẹ èmi ò ní sá fún ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò sá láti December 3rd mi sá. Mo ti ṣe nǹkan tó lápẹẹrẹ mo dẹ̀ ti ká bí tí mo ti gbá kéèsì ẹ̀ níbi tí mo lè bá dé stage eléyìí wọn pé èmi kọ́ I will never be bought and èmi ò ní yẹ kí èèyàn kan ṣọwọ́ lára mi unnecessarily kàbá tún máa jáde ẹ̀tún rí fíìmù bọ̀ ètò ń bọ̀ next yẹn sì agbàgbé bó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣé ẹrù káwọn èèyàn mọ bó ṣe ń lọ ni gbogbo media house lẹ́tí lọ ẹ ti sọ gbogbo story yìí wọ́n ti rí pé kí lélẹ̀ sọ wọ́n rí gbogbo ẹ and they are only saying if the public wants to fight for it they should fight it for it the right way and we will fight for it the right way torí family kan ní determine the constitution máa ṣe a family cannot determine what the Nigerian police will do a family cannot determine what the governor of Lagos State will use that position to do mo fi ọlọ́ba búra kò lẹ́yìn ikú sáré we will fight to the end and ensure that justice is served. So gbogbo tán gbogbo yín àwọn kìnnì kan ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi mọ̀ I know what they can say àwọn kìnnì kan ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kìnnì kan ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àti mọ̀ wọ́n àti gbogbo ẹ máa wo fíìmù bọ̀ but we will allow the coroner inquest and the court police effort tó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe lálẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ yẹn because there is no way kí yẹn kọ́kọ́ play out they will now listen to our own tó wá natural ẹ rò pé Mohbad gọ̀ ni ó mọ̀ pé ibi tí méjì máa forí sí nìyẹn òun ló ẹ tún wá try ẹ block gbogbo CCTV wíwá ẹ block CCTV kọ́kọ́ táìmù tó ti tó fáwọn méjì yẹn those true materials to come out ni at the end of the day ó wò pé ṣẹṣẹ gbogbo wòlímọ̀ yín tọ́lọ́rọ̀ àwọn CCTV àti gbogbo ẹ̀ ó yá kí kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé ọlọ́run wà ní díẹ̀ my spirit is not sleeping ó yá dìde lọ́gbọ̀ ó ti lọ́gbọ̀gbọ̀n ni go and send that video to that person but nítorí pé mi náà lọ́jọ́ kó kíní kan ní kẹ́ bá ṣiṣẹ́ ń bá lọ rọ́ọ̀lù wèrè mọ̀ pé ìwé kọ́tọ́pọ̀lẹ̀ tí kò yẹ pẹ̀lú mọ̀ rọ́ọ̀lù until everything is clear Mohbad ó fẹ́ kí public rí dáadáa because tí kò bá jẹ́ kẹrí gbogbo eléyìí kóhun tó gba justice ẹ máa ṣe padà kẹrin mérò ni ẹ máa jubilate pẹ̀lú ẹni tó pa òun gangan àbáwọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ òun and kò dẹ̀ síbẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ jubilate gan kò sí bóun ṣe fẹ́ rí justice if the public is still missing with those people that has an idea and a know of what took his life justice yẹn ò lè pure ẹ máa padà so ó fẹ́ separate gbogbo wọn àti gbogbo double agent àti gbogbo wọn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ rí wọn clearly then I will not get my justice and those people that will be courageous and have the moral right to celebrate and say now Johnny Well Mohbad and Thomas Smile àwọn yẹn ló fẹ́ kúkú ṣé wọ́n ní fẹ́ lọ sí Mohbad ní sí àwọn olófẹ́ lọ sí ẹkọ̀ picture àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ sí àgbò lọ́fẹ́ sí sí ẹkọ̀ picture àgbò lọ́fẹ́ sí sí àbàtà àwọn olófẹ́ lọ sí because that is the honest truth ẹ wo gbogbo tá à ń gbọ́ ṣé Wùmí yẹn fẹ́ the driver said they rushed out 3 a.m. ẹkọ̀ wo èèyàn gí lọ́wọ́ bí irú bleeding wo ìyún tó bá ti lè mú ọkọ̀ gbé mọ́tò jáde kí ló yẹ kàn fi Mohbad sínú mọ́tò yẹn lọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló ń dà náà kò ṣe pé ń bóyìn náà ṣé Mohbad rẹ́rìn ni ọ̀nà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń dà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ so ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ti ń dà láti Ìkòròdú ó ń bleed profit ó títí dé ilé ó tún di 3 lóru ó tún bleed ẹ̀ tún gbé sí mọ́tò lọ sí chemist tẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ fẹ́ lọ́rọ̀ àkọ́ ọkẹ́ gbé lọ sọ́sọ́ ẹ̀ tún filẹ̀ ẹnu lé yẹn ẹ̀ talẹ̀ ń tàn ṣáàbì ẹ̀ pè wá ni àwa náà ní gọ́vnà ń gbọ́ ọgbọ eléyìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí lè Èkó yẹ kó wà peaceful ẹ̀fẹ́ kí ìlú yẹn wà òkè kébè bímọ sínú ẹ̀ ká bá wò ẹ̀fẹ́ máa fún àwọn criminal yẹn fẹ́ fún wọn chance ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá wò bọ̀ nítorí gbogbo nọ́mbà wèrè tó múlẹ̀ yẹn ká bá wò kí ìlú yìí kọ́ máa bàjẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà máa bàjẹ́ ká bá rí ìlú ká bá ṣerú kiri gbogbo àgbáyé tó tọ́lá àwọn tí násẹ̀ sí owó àwọn akọ̀ ní òun bíléèdì lágo mẹ́ta lẹ́yìn tó ti kúrò kúròdú owó bíléèdì ẹ̀fẹ̀ tó bíléèdì lẹ́sùn lé ẹ̀wá ń sáré wèrè kiri ṣẹlẹ̀ máa gbẹ́ni tó tẹ́ni mọ́tò gbẹ́mà gbé kọ́kọ́ lọ́rùn ṣẹ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ni Àbújá lẹ ti fẹ́ lọ ra gbogbo vitamin C àbí kí lẹ fẹ́ lọ rà àti plaster Àbújá lẹ ti fẹ́ lọ rà ni tẹ́ni tó bíléèdì náà lè tẹ̀lé yín tó bá ti dákọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ pọ̀ sẹ́yìn so you don't ní value for human life ẹ wá fẹ́ bò yẹn mọ́nu yẹ̀pẹ́ nu Lagos State káwàjọ wa máa rán wèrè pọ̀ nígbà pé gbogbo àwọn wèrè tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn tó ń bá wọn kọ́ báyìí àwọn ní ṣọ̀pọ̀nà yẹn máa kọ́ bá. If these anomalies are not in the society, this is how you have to speak up and say let it go. To some people wọ́n believe pé tóní bàbá jókòó síwájú èèyàn dúdú ò gbọdọ̀ jókòó síwájú káwọn jókòó sẹ́yìn. To some blacks then when Martin Luther King was talking àwọn black kan wọ́n báyìí pé kí ló ń ṣe Martin Luther King yìí kí ni tiẹ̀ black woman ló kọ́kọ́ stab Martin Luther King pé kí ni wàhálà ẹ̀ àwọn òyìnbó làwọn ní ìlú àwọn máa jókòó wájú káwa dúdú lọ máa jókòó sẹ́yìn kọ́ bàbá ìtàbá kò bójú mu we are human beings àwọn èèyàn burúkú yìí náà tẹ̀ ń wò sí tó ń tẹ̀lé àwọn ilé náà sọ pé ohun tí Martin Luther King yẹn béèrè fún ọ̀dà ẹ wá rí pé ìrandíran wọn tó bá débẹ̀ gan ìyà ló ń jẹ ẹ lọ àwọn ìrandíran wọn yẹn inú slum tó tútù máa múra Amẹ́ríkà báyà bẹ́ẹ̀ bíríkì lẹ́ máa ti rí wọn àwọn ọmọ wọn. So when you are saying it kò ní make sense they will pick up all terrible lies blackmail ẹgbẹ́ àbá ẹ lè má ní káwọn tún máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kú kọ́ ẹgbẹ́ àbá yòókù yẹn lórúkọ jẹ́ ṣẹ́móye nǹkan tí a ti ṣe tí a bọ́ta bèrè owó ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀kan ò dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé what else do you want from this guy? He never came out to tell us that he was even going to arrest Damola, arrest Adura, arrest Nico. Look at the money involved. He didn't come out to ask for the fund. Nobody even suggested that to him. He pursued it diligently and he got the results. Ṣebori 3 seconds video lọ́nà fàtí ló fi gba bọ́mí sómi ètò àti King White. Only 3 seconds video ló fi threatening pé my life will be taken. Àwọn máa sọ the physical. Orí ẹ̀ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí blackmail. Orí ẹ̀ ló ti wá attack wa. Because they don't want us to pursue the 3 seconds video. And what happened eventually? He was detained. Ó lọ bí ọjọ́ méjì. White di brown ó wọ brown gbà tó máa kó white tuntun wá gan. Ó wọ lórí white tó ti dọ̀tí ní nígbà tó dé court. Tó fi package rẹ̀ pé in case tó bá lọ ṣe video òun òwe. Ta ló ra ṣé wọ́n jẹ́ èèyàn celebrity ní àbí ta ní à ń ṣe fídíò àrìn. Èyí táwọn ọlọ́pàá gbọ́ fi fóònù mi yà àgbà tí wà nínú ọ́fíìsì tó ní kó pe ọlọ́pàá tó ní pé òun ló ní káwọn lọ ṣé mo play ẹ̀ síta ṣé mi ò níyàn lọ́wọ́ ṣe bí fóònù mi lọ́lò. Because I'm not interested in going public to shame anybody kí n tẹ̀lé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ I don't have anything against or you crossing the line you pay. Ẹmọ yọdún tí bàbá tó bí ọmọ tí bàbá àdúrà ẹ fi sọ pé tí bàbá bá fi sọ pé àwọn ọmọ kìíní kan ṣèbí ó lọ ọgbọ́n tí èmi lèmi sọ pé you stop the nonsense you are doing. He never came out to say Mr. Emi thank you bọ̀bọ̀ ìlò jẹ́ kí rọ́mọ mi láti ọjọ́ yìí àṣebóbò ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àwọn ọlọ́pàá fake náà ni mò ń lò lọ arrest King White ló fi dé court. He's facing 4 count charges now. Ọlọ́pàá fake wọ́n ti àdúrà mọ́lé 2 days lọ fi sunu sẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ big process bàbá ẹ̀ bọ́ta wọn ní ilé ló ń gbà wá o ṣèbí day 1 lẹ́tí gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti má dúrà síbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní wọ́n jẹ́ káládùrà kí ló tẹ̀ wá síbẹ̀ káwá jọ pé Mr. Omi lè tẹ̀ bẹ́ta àdúrà dà. He is bitter because why would I do that? Thinking as if I've done something wrong. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni ọ̀hún ṣe dáadáa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pariwo King White ò jẹ́ kẹrọ́ mu. Ìjọ tó ti mú wọn látijọ́ Wednesday, Friday lọ́ṣẹ̀ fún wọn ní bail. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ibi zone 2 lọ́sùn. Aṣọ kan tó wà lọ́rùn wọn náà lọ́wọ́ abẹ́. Ìjọ káṣẹ gbà pé jọ wẹ́ẹ̀sì yẹn ìrọ̀lẹ́ ni which we were àti ìrọ̀lẹ́ ta ló fún ọ débẹ̀ àárọ̀ tọ́ọ̀sì ta ló yẹ kọ́kọ́ jíde zone 2 ṣèbẹ́ni tó ń lead tẹ̀sán kó ń lead the justice for Mohbad ni àbí how did you want to know what by his son you are asking the police when your son is there and then you saw somebody help you and human rights organization náà lẹ́mú mọ̀ pé record yìí they are seeing you. The human rights community, they are seeing you. Even the police, they are looking at what you're doing. Like, well done. When it is your time, you know whether we will jeopardize a human rights organization for you. Abosini Kemadaruko Yomi is Break the Silence Foundation. Onoju human rights organization to my let me get involved in this kind of advocacy where there is no fund. Okay, public, public, very careful now. But I'm taking the pain, the insult. When Yomi is looking for money, is coming. No, it's because for this kind of struggle, I need the one leg. Town to be chef for myself and back by. But go see him. Tabafer lo raukun. I'm about to house of fellow raukun. Tabati raukun, and total the talokun, our raukun. Okay, you share that. I have to fellow, you will be having me to come out, risking my self-integrity and dignity. It's because I care so much about the public and justice. How many justice fighters no matter how push through here? She told me o lórúkọ ni àbí torí pé mi ò wà okay àbí torí pé kí ni mo wá. But we understand pé owó ti lọ segbe because ó ti wọ gbó and we have to redirect the struggle to it. But our parents kan ṣì wà tó ń pariwo justice for Mohbad tí wọ́n rò pé this is a something tó yẹ ká máa pọ́n ní lórí pé this is a serious sacrifice. But kò sí bóyá fẹ́ ṣàlàyé ẹlòmíì ìdí ọ̀tẹ̀ bóyá ní olórogún lẹ́lòmíì dàgbà sí ni o àtàbòsí ẹjẹ́ àmà yẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀wò. So ó sì máa sọ gbogbo tá à ń ná fọlọ́pàá fún láti fi ṣe mobilization máa sọ yẹn lórí social media. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo ṣe wá kúrí tó. When we were going to go to Mohbad's house, go to the neighbor, ṣé mo bọ́ tàwa sọ pé kẹ́ dáwó fún yẹn. Do you know what it cost? When I wanted to go and apply for police protection, for neighbor Mohbad tó ní CCTV lọ́wọ́, do you know what it cost? Ẹ lọ bèrè láwọn tó ń lo ọlọ́pàá. Tó o bá tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti 1 million wọ̀n ní dẹ́nu. Minimum is 3 police officers ní IG approve. Ṣé mo bọ́ tà sọ pé ẹ dáwọ́ fún yẹn? They saw that, they saw the paper, and they are still saying, ẹ yóò ṣe sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ káwọn náà ká tiẹ̀ wo calculate iye tí Mr. Obi yẹn náà ti ná owó tí àti ẹ̀dá fún kàdáwó yẹn padà. The next thing they will say ẹ̀ ń da kiri kan ẹ̀ ká òkò tí ṣe lè ẹ̀ ká bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ègún lẹ̀ ń gbà ègún ewu kankan ní social media ṣé yóò lọ́mọ àbẹ́ lọ́kọ àbẹ́ ní ẹ̀ nábúrò àbẹ́ lẹ́gbọ̀n. So gbogbo àwọn ọkọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ dọ̀tí looking for small thing to actually blackmail somebody, sacrificing a whole lot. Mo mọ bí tí mo wà mo mọ gbà tí mo ti wà ńbẹ̀. Pẹ̀lú bá ṣe ń sọ tó náà kan náà torí ìwà ègún ìwà ìpè wọ́n ti máa pé irọ́ ló ń pa o. Màá wò pé kí ni tẹ̀yìn láti máa sọ I just have to I have to document my story. Kọ́ bá dìpọ̀ dé ọ̀ndẹ̀wájú ọ̀ndẹ̀yẹ ọ̀ndàsọ̀. I am communicating with people that are intelligent, not people that want to look for kí la fẹ́ fi blackmail, kí la fẹ́ fi bú, kí la fẹ́ sọ pé irọ́ ló ń pa o. Mo ti ní orúkọ, mo ti wà okay, mo ti kọ́lé, mo ti lọ mọ́tò, mo ti lọ lóyìnbó, gbogbo nǹkan tí èèyàn fẹ́ ní mo ti wà okay. I just want to pay back. Tẹ̀bá wò pé doing this means I am no longer popular. Doing this means I don't have money. I'm okay with that. Torí at the end of the day náà, mo yè inú ẹ̀ o, mo kú sínú ẹ̀ o, kò sí nǹkan tí máa mú lọ́nu gbogbo wọn tẹ̀ sọ. Kò sí. Wọ́n ti sin olówó burúkú, wọ́n ti sin lójú mi. Wọ́n túnú ilé ẹ̀ báyìí, wọ́n kó dọ́là jáde, wọ́n kó gbẹ̀. So dọ́là yóò tiẹ̀ ní tèlé díẹ̀ náà náà ta débi kẹ́ máa débi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ground. In fact, wọ́n tún ní wọ́n tún ní sísúnú ilé ẹ̀. Wọ́n tún rù lọ sí cemetery ni. Ẹni èmi ò fẹ́ àti pé ẹ fẹ́ fi mí hold the property mi. No, take me to where they bury people. Ó kọ́ sínú wíìlì ẹni cemetery ẹni kọ́ lọ sí mi sí. Mo ní ládùúrú ilé àtẹ̀tẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó ní òun kọ́ lóhun ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Òun yá lò ní. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ ní nígbà tẹ́wà àwọn ń yá lò ní o. Ibi táwọn gbọ́dọ̀ sùn àárín ìtẹ́ òkú ni ló ń pè bẹ̀. ó ṣe inú ilé tóun rájá lò ẹlòmíì ló máa lò tóun bá ti lọ tán tẹ́ni ẹ bá wálé ayé mọ́yà tó di òun náà máa padà fílẹ̀ lọ so òun ò fẹ́ ẹ máa ń sí òun kọ́bọ́dì ẹ má fọ òun secure lé kankan so at the end of the day kí ẹ̀kan máa wò báyìí kó máa ní disturbing kò kú dáadáa he died as a soldier as a gallant honest soldier the children will ask who is that person to one picture he died in front of a purge and your father was fighting that he should get justice and the children will be proud of the father. Oh, so that one Jafeni Eloshe. Oh, wow. And they will be proud of the father. So he's already an able fighter. And you protested back on him. He coordinated people. He told me, I'm proud to stand by you to protest alongside with you. He used his voice. And part of his last word is stop the division. And unite. Don't pass message. And unite. And I want to look I want to eventually they are already united. Even the enemies them back are united. I want to make justice against one. They are united. And you can never back for justice. And Allah come and send our come and divide him. Ignore any platform. Don't sokoto. Yakobota. On sokoto koto. E wasigbo. E kokoringi simo se ogbo. E da wasigbo. Tell my ring got block one so that we won't have access to them. Or that won't make any sense because when we start fully now, they are so irrelevant. The only job they want to come and do is to create division. Ignore them. Ignore them. Bí ọba bí bá béèrè question bí gbàtọ́ pọ́lọ ẹ̀kọ́ yẹ pàbó kó dùn ẹlòmíì gbogbo ọpọlọ ẹ̀ tí kó dùn ìdún tí ń jẹ ọpọlọ ẹlòmíì ẹ̀bọ̀ ọpọlọ wọn ti lù ó àwọn béèrè question dọ̀tí bí ẹ̀yìn ignore wọn kò ní reason láti dá wọn lò. Fight for justice, fight for peace. It's not an kò ń ṣe walk over. But if there is anything you need to know, Mohbad has been fighting for himself. Eléyìí ó jubilate ń bí ó support lágbájá gbogbo àwọn tó support wọn máa ti fojú pìtìpìtì.
Wow, which kind of life be this? This, event or couple of events that has transpired all this while, it brings us back to some of the songs that Mohbad wrote and also sang. Which kind of life be this? Which kind of life be this? It is so sad. It is so sad. I mean, how can it be that those who are not parents of Mohbad, family members of Mohbad, are seeking for justice, but parents are much more interested in what they can gain, what they can get for themselves. They are more interested in what they can acquire. They are less concerned about, they are less concerned about them, about the justice, but more about themselves. Is it that one person is pitching tent with the other person, hoping that she is going to make more by being on that side because there is a child that they believe will be used to lick the soup of Mohbad's music accrued revenue. And we have the father who wants to show us some side of, now my son died, now my son bye, my son RIP. Can you guys at least have empathy? But the man now, he has become famous. He has become famous, and he said he's more famous than, that he's famous all over the world. And like Yobe Fabi, who is speaking, is not as famous as he is. He said he has fame. I don't want to say the exact word he said because, of course, English is not his first language, so it's not important. The thing is that the man is saying that he's a famous person, he's known all over the world, so nobody should come and look at him down. Mohbad's father, all of a sudden, he started tasting what fame looks like. But his music journey is still not as what he thinks it will be. I did go check his music and I realized that people are not really viewing it per se. So he has not achieved and attained. If music is what he wants to use to achieve and attain that he wants, if music is it that he wants to kind of use to get to that point. But it is what it is. I believe very strongly that this this will be gotten. This justice will be gotten. It will be gotten. As you can see, Yomi Fabi is resolute on it and he is not ready to back down. I guess the threat, this whole thing started. The threat came when Yomi Fabi said, apart from him pulling out some things that they don't want those things to be pulled out. Number one, pulling it out was going to put people's direction where they don't want. And they want their justice to be selective. There's only one direction they are looking at. And that direction to them is the direction where money, that part where they believe that money somehow can be cornered. So they don't want Cynthia to corner. All of these guys are just criminals. I'm sorry to say. They are all criminals. Cynthia says she has been prepared for DNA for so long that it is Mohbad's father that is not prepared for it. Now, all through, we've not heard from Mohbad's father, we've not heard anything meaningful that indicates that this DNA thing was a good thing, like they were in it, like they were going for it, like for real, like it was like a thing, No. What we heard is that there is this lawyer, they said this and that. And if we look into that lawyer that lives abroad, I'm not going to judge him per se, but then I have to just bring this out from my own thought and observation that there is a huge possibility that lawyer is more interested in money that can be gained than justice. It might be tempted that way. That's what I mean. So it means that the DNA thing, who knows what will come out of it. So Cynthia said DNA, I've been prepared for it, but this man has been playing games. I've been prepared for it for a long time, but this man has been playing games. He knows that once that DNA thing is done, he will not be able to make money. But as long as the public is still kind of still doubting the paternity of Mohbad, and people are still feeding themselves with, is it Mohbad's child or not? Then money will keep coming in, and Mohbad's father can enjoy, bottles of Conversier. They say he likes tonic Bacchus, tonic Bacchus wine. So he will continue to enjoy the Bacchus wine and enjoy more and more, and like that. So basically, it is what it is. So I, for one, am a kind of person that much more deeper in this justice for Mohbad. Like, I take my time to profile some things. Like, let's look at the psychological aspect of it. Let's see who is manipulating who. Let's see who is trying to drive us into that space of emotional blackmail. Let's see who is trying to tap into our empathy. Let's see what's really going on. So, having looked at it, I said to myself, no. There is something that every one of them is hoping to gain. They are hoping to gain something. And have they gotten it? Yes, to an extent. To an extent, they've gotten it. They have finalized their enjoyment and new life. They're only waiting for the big drop. You might be surprised that we will not hear about this DNA thing again. With all this song that Mohbad's father is releasing, you might be shocked that we will not hear about DNA again. They will say, Mohbad's father will release a song and say, is it your business? Let my grandchild live. Don't RIP my grandchild. Yoruba proverbs say, if you use one hand to correct a child, you will use the other one to bring the child in. How is it your business? Is it, we're already seeing signs of what Mohbad's father can do. So it brings us to that part where Cynthia said we don't know who Mohbad's father is. And Mohbad's father too said we don't even know who Cynthia is. So these are a group of people who are from the trenches, and money is more important to them, like how it was to Judas. So they will do just everything and anything to make sure that money falls into their pocket. After all, they cannot bring back Mohbad. And Mohbad, apart from love that a father should have for a child or mother, normally, Mohbad, to them, Mohbad stood like a financial gateway. Like, that's basically what Mohbad was. Mohbad was like a financial, gateway for them, pathway, like a gateway, like a place where they can find, a kind of a rest financially. That's what Mohbad stood for. Now that he's not alive, the guys still produce money. So for them, they're like, okay, anyhow, let us manage what we have. Let us use it. So I think that's the reason why some of these things, and of course, lack of trust, because we have to be balanced here. Lack of trust. No matter how you look at it, I know it doesn't matter how a child looks like, oh, this child looks like the father, looks like this. But Mohbad's father, he has been physically with this child. So he knows some of their family physical attributes, resemblance, look alike. He knows that this nails on this boy, forget DNA. There are some things that you can beat your chest and say, forget DNA. I'm not saying that you can't find someone who has similar nail type like yours, shape and all of that, or someone who looks like you, and people are like, are you related and you are not related? Yes, it happens. I know DNA is the overall of everything, but because he has been close and personal with this child, there are some things he will say and say, this one, oh, see, this is our nail. This is our this and that. So he might know that child is for Mohbad. And he might look and say no, because he said it publicly anyway, that this child does not look like. So maybe he has seen that part of it. But still, he needed to delay a bit. Let people be in that limbo. Or Cynthia is also playing games. They were looking for a soft landing. A place somewhere that they can manipulate the public. And, they wanted to get somewhere that they can just deceive people. Now that Mohbad's father is not going to be used, they say they need tissue-based test. That is what is needed to get it done. That's not going to come cheap. Question is this: who is going to donate? They still have people anyway who are still in support. And I think when DNA matter comes up, people will still donate. People will donate regardless of not liking Mohbad's father again. They will donate because they want to know. People are so, gracious. People are so gracious. They are so gracious. So they will still donate, like, okay, let's find out who the father of this little boy is.